Now, if you're thinking about moving in with a narcissist, once you've realised that they're a narcissist, don't do it. I did it. And I was homeless because of him. He'd then kind of, as they do, after your discard, they then love bomb you. You go back, and he begged me to move in. A couple of times this happened. So there's me thinking, ooh, he might have changed. Let's move in. Now, like we all do, we have quite a bit of stuff. And because I'd gone from one property, I gave all my furniture away. Because I had to do it all on my own. But he only allowed me one little drawer. That was my life. I couldn't have any photos out of my children, no ornaments. If I bought a candle or something, that would just go in a cupboard. My pictures of my children, when I get back or something, it would just be stuffed in a cupboard. So I had one little drawer out of the entire flat, and one little drawer in the bathroom. God forbid if I left anything out. Now, these narcs have got OCD. And these psychopaths, when they got OCD, you cannot do anything right. Now, I was there for, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe a year of hell. It just absolutely shocking. I couldn't have friends round. I couldn't sit outside because it was out the front in case people saw me. As you know, we're always a secret. And when I did go out once, one of the neighbours called me over and introduced themselves. And she said to me, I sat in her kitchen and she said to me, what are you to Jason? And I told her. And she said, that's just weird. We know he's weird. But he says that you're a gypsy traveller living in your van outside his flat that he can't get rid of. Fucking hell. I mean, that should have been a wake-up call. Well, it was a wake-up call for me. I mean, all the fucking abuse, all the abuse and the nonsense was a wake-up call for me. But I didn't have anywhere else to go. I was so unhappy. I did not know what to do. He looked after my money, which I never got back. When I used to do my makeup in the bathroom, if there was a speck of powder or something in the sink, it'd go fucking ballistic. And then eventually you become very on edge because you can't do anything right. He would clean up around me and there wasn't even a mess. I honestly was constantly on edge. And that's no way to live. And to have one little drawer. Remember that film, Sleeping with the Enemy? Pretty much sums it up when you put the towels straight. Now, once you've lived with a narc from hell, when you go into your escape and you go into self-isolation or whatever you decide to do, then you'll think, fuck it, I'm going to be as messy as I can. I mean, clean's good, but just be fucking messy now. Let's be messy. screw the towels up and let's make a mess. So if you do live with a narc, then I'm really, really sorry for you. You know you need to plan your escape. Don't tell them. Do not tell them. You just plan it secretly. If you tell them, they're just going to a narcissistic rage and they'll probably discard you, and you're not ready yet. You need to be prepared, because it's a long journey ahead with recovering and healing from narcissistic abuse and getting your self-confidence back. Now, when I moved in, nobody knew I moved in. I was a secret. And then when I did move in and he had a visitor, I had to fucking hide. And I did. So fucked up. So you can never live with a true born narcissist. It's impossible, or it will break you. It will just destroy you. So don't do it, because that's just another milestone then to get over, to having to move out, and you know, he's got your possessions then. You've become even more confused, because the silent treatment when you live with a narc is just crap. I remember, because I wasn't getting any response from him, I so wanted that attention that in front of him I just threw myself down the stairs. I hurt myself. And any other normal human being would be run after you and go, oh God, what's happened? Are you alright? Like, what's going on? But he just like, what the fuck do you do that for, kind of thing. They love it when you have pain, mentally and physically. And when you move in with them, they will do this more and more regularly, because obviously you're there and you're in their property. Even if you share a property, it'll still be the same. If they move in with you and your property, they'll probably just disrespect it. Or on purpose break things, and then they'll be the one to fix it. When they move, if they did move in with you, they'd only move a couple of items in, because you're still a secret. You know, it's the secret thing that is the most confusing thing with being with a narcissist, is that they will always be a secret, like you're having an affair, and they don't want anyone else to know, but that's because they've already slagged you off and done the smear campaign while you're with them, right? Now Jason, he did have something wrong with his brain. Definitely had something wrong with his brain. Narcissists have. But his cycle of abuse was so apparent in the end, it was just textbook. Now what I'm talking about with narcissists is they all have the same traits, and they all do the same things. You wouldn't have all these words otherwise, would you? And they are all the same. All over the country, all over the world. Millions and millions. So once you really research and educate yourself, you can spot a narc a mile off. They're fucking everywhere. But the worst thing you can do is live with one. Honestly, it was just absolutely horrific.